BOB-W3 Zulu Golf W3ZG.
Roger, roger there. What's the name?
Roger, roger there. What's the name?
Name is Bob. QTH is Orfield, Pennsylvania.
Roger, Bob, and I'm on my PA SDR, and you look to be about 15 over, Roger.
On my PA SDR, and you look to be about 15 over, Roger.
And I'm glad that's working out, but I guess that's when you have receivers all over creation. You could pick up everything.
Yes, sir. Well, primarily because of my 100-watt stations. If they have any trouble with their antennas, they're very difficult sometimes to copy. So we do try to spread out our SDRs from New York, which New York is good for a bounce from Canada even. Also Pennsylvania is good for Pennsylvania, for Canada. And then we come on down to all the way to Georgia, and that's good for Florida bounce. So we pretty much have the East Coast kind of staked out, Roger?
The East Coast kind of staked out, Roger?
Okay. Yes, you certainly do. Your signal is bouncing around a little bit here, about S5 to S7, but certainly sounds good, and I'm glad that mine's working as well as it is. We're running about 700 watts, I would say, with a Mercury 3S amplifier, and I think we're going into my dipole. I was just fooling around with a new radio that I was trying to set up, and I've been playing with different antennas with the Yaesu 101D that I'm using now, and trying to find out what the SWR is, and then so I don't blow up the new Apache Lens rig. So anyway, I've been fooling with a lot of my antennas, and I've got one of those rig analyzers to try to figure out what the SWR is on everything. So are you on here? You're sounding good as always.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. And like I said, I just went to my local antenna. Can I copy you on my local antenna? But you're 15 over on the PA SDR. Your audio curve is just beautiful, and your dynamic range is about 3 dB, so that means your average percent of peak modulation is 80 to 85%. So I would call that well done. And if you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Okay, very, very good, Jim. I will, in fact, we'll check it out. That'll be fun, and hopefully I'll get the new radio finally set up. I have, with this Anon, I'm trying to balance microphone input on it, and for some reason I don't seem to be getting audio processed through it, and I'm not sure why that is, but I'm sure we'll find somebody that understands the radio better than I do at this point. So I'll let you run and catch some more people, but it's been my pleasure, and we'll say 73 and have a great weekend. This is Whiskey 3 Zulu Golf.
Roger, sir. I would not do a thing to that audio if that microphone just sounds beautiful, and all your level sets are just beautiful. So I would run it just like that. Now, if you had to pull that mic off onto another radio, when you come back, you should have the same settings. Like I said, I wouldn't change any of the settings on that radio that you're on right now, Roger.
Change any of the settings on that radio that you're on right now, Roger.
Yeah, very good. Of course, the new radio now will have I think it may have a 3 or 4 band parametric like the Yaesu, but what I was planning to play with, they have a 9-band or a 10-band graphic equalizer on that, and they have some other things to enhance audio on the thing, along with compression that probably is not as fussy as maybe some Yaesus may be. So I'll be curious if I can. Well, actually, I'm really wondering whether the audio will sound better on the new radio or not. I bought it with thinking maybe I could do better than this, but although there are a lot of other characteristics about the radio that made it a fun thing to try out. So anyway, I thank you for all the kind words, and we'll let you hopefully catch one or two or so more people. We hope you have a great weekend. I'll say 73, Jim.
Roger, and on that newer radio, I can give you some frequencies that you might find interested in on that equalizer. First, you're going to be in the P controls because you're going to have your processor on at about a 3 or so, a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, whatever, or thereabouts. And the magic top frequency is 2700. 2.7K is just a beautiful frequency for that top end. And if you have a width control, you want it on a 4 width. And probably you want to be up there around a plus 8, plus 7 on that treble control at 2.7 kilohertz. Your mid-range, you want those to be flat. That would be anything from 800 cycles up to 1.5 kilohertz. That should all be flat. And then on the bottom side, you should be, say, 200 cycles, width of 4 minus 5, as a start on your lower frequencies. That's 200 cycles minus 5 width of 4. Roger?
200 cycles minus 5 width of 4. Roger?
Okay, yeah, it's interesting, Jim. Those are a lot of those are exactly what I've been running, and I played with the equalizer for a few years. I had the radio, I think, for about 6 years now, and I came up with, and this was dealing with all kinds of some of the hams that are really known for being audiophiles and things, and I came up with a 2700 and do that thing. Well, actually, that one I use a bandwidth of 1, and I do that plus 10 because I really wanted the crisp high end. And in the middle, I also settled on 1300 cycles. The only thing is that I don't run that flat. I mean, that is I have to go look at where I have that now. But then going on the low end, also I do, and I've been doing this for years. And I was listening to you as you progressed along with all your thoughts, and I'm running 200, and I'm doing bandwidth of 4 and a minus 5, and that seemed to get the bass out of the Electro Voice RE27 dynamic microphone pretty well.
Yes, sir. Now, about the mid-range. The mid-range control on the ICOM 7300, 7610, they don't even put a mid-range control in their EQ. They have a fixed mid-range control. The idea is that even a poor microphone does pretty good in the mids, So the whole idea behind an equalizer is to strike a balance between the top in the mids and the bottom in the mids, bottom of the mids. And if you push the mids, it's so much harder for the top and the bottom to catch up. So we want, and the mids is the basis for your, even a bad microphone does fairly well in the mid frequency range. So we want those to be plus or minus 0, and then that makes it so much easier for the top and the bottom to catch up flat-wise, or at least sound-wise, as far as the dynamics of the frequency response. So I've always found if you mess with the mids, you're going to start losing volume, and the mids is what allows you to do the setup on the tops and the bottom anyway to match it.
Allows you to do the setup on the tops and the bottom anyway to match it.
Yeah, well, I'll have to play around with maybe readjusting the mid ranges, but I know I do often, or not often, but always pretty much get really great audio reports. So something seems to be doing well, and I think maybe the Electro Voice microphone is nice. It has more of the high ends to it than maybe some other microphones. So I kind of purchased that with those thoughts in mind. I get a little bit nice, crisp, higher end. So anyway, Jim, thank you for your help, and we'll let you proceed with more people.
Roger, Bob. That microphone is just great. And the thing is, see, you have less touch-up top and bottom to do with a good microphone, because that microphone is there already. Whereas with a poor microphone, you have to spend more EQ top and bottom to bring it to flat or to balance or to sound halfway decent. So you shouldn't have to touch up much on that microphone. It's capable of those frequencies. So like I say right now, you're sounding great. And if you want to hear that audio, if you go to YouTube, do that call letter search KC9VKV followed by the word logbook, and we'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger.
Followed by the word logbook, and we'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger.
Okay, very good, Jim. Thank you for all the good work you do. And for sure, I will be listening on my TV set with the sound bar on and see what it sounds like.
Oh yeah. Well, just if you can patch into your radio a speaker out, and particularly if you might have something with a subwoofer in it that is good down to about 40 cycles, oh man, it's just beautiful. A lot of folks have never heard radio without it coming out of the transceiver box. And let me tell you that the transceiver box is one of the biggest filters that audio system ever had. So if you can get to an outboard speaker system from that radio, man, you just love it. All right, Bob 73, sir, you have a great afternoon. Love that sound. Catch you later, Roger.
73, sir, you have a great afternoon. Love that sound. Catch you later, Roger.
Okay, very good. I'm running this thing through a high parametric equalizer, and then going into some powered bookshelf speakers with 5-inch woofers and silk dome tweeters. So it sounds pretty good.
Yes, sir. Roger. 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And, gosh, as we look up at the time, we got to get out of here. We've enjoyed it. If you haven't participated, want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do the call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will bring you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. And with all that being said, we got to get out of here and return this frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, clear.